Previously on Spash's channel.
This is a text novel, so it's gotta be a lot of reading with my creepy voice. Put on your headphones, light off, and let's get into this story. Any minute, I don't want to sit well. Okay. We stepped inside. Hey, the music changed, my god.
And an epic adventure continues.
What is up, Mumbo Jumbos? And welcome back to my own paper balls. And it's a ghost story. Ghost story made it into game, and I don't know much about it. I don't know how it's gonna know, but if you didn't see the first episode, just click here and watch it right now. Because you want deep inside this with much knowledge. If you didn't watch the first episode, I don't know what just said, so let's just fucking go. Party crash, 10 AM. It wasn't until Becca and I were onto using her lantern to see anything at all that three boys streaked into the building. They were laughing about being late. We exchanged awkward haze, and before long most of us had a tall boy of beer in our hand. Tall boy. I didn't know that. We were hanging out around the ladder. There was laughter accompanying the reverberating din of conversation. There would be a point where my mom would tell me to be social, and I'm just hanging outside the group. Who should I talk with? I'll talk with Becca. Becca was already a few beers in, and I could tell she was laughing in the cackling way she did when things were going her way. Sometimes it sounded like it scratched her throat and made my hair stand up. I was probably jealous that she could have such a good time to laugh like that. Tara, why are you still on beer number 1? She pushed the can up close to my face. I drank half of it and laughed a little. Karen and Chris nodded in approval while Danny continued to gawk silently. Becca seemed to be putting on the show, trying to seem more drunk than she actually was. I think it was her way of letting loose. Hey, like a person smiling in the phone to sound happy, if they really weren't. You guys really are my friends, you know. I'd do whatever for you, anything. She was already gushing. It was cute in a way, a little insincere. That's not fair. Maybe she does really feel that way. Maybe I would know it was true if I ever asked anything of her. This is our chance to really get to know each other. I want us all to be close from now on. We're a group now, a clan, a cult. Whatever, we are family. Maybe I should talk to someone else. Someone more sober. Family, huh? We're grand matriarch. What the fuck? Queen Survival Line. Rebecca smiled just real special for when she started of me. It was she was looking past my eyes into the skin of the back of my body. I didn't know what did. The can slipped off from hand and fell off the floor. A crash. But it was far too loud to be the can. It was crashed from down the hall. Fuck my freaking life! It's going on. It's happening, my dudes. That crash just boomed me. I just recorded the first part and it was really silent. I just didn't notice the music. The crash came from down the hall. It was the direction of the 7th grade lockers, a part of the school where some of social studies classes where most likely you'd hang out until the bell rang. The crash was so loud it seemed to reverberate through the halls for full seconds. It cut any conversation short and had all of us rubbernecking towards down the hall. Even the lantern seems to flicker and dim the silence that followed. Was someone else here? Were me too loud and now the cops had shown up? After what felt like several minutes, Chris spoke up in a raspy whisper. Should we go check it out? No one jumped at the chance. Should we? But it's like 10 PM. And I think it's like 9 not really dark yet, but it sounds like summer. I better wait. Like, I remember when I was in an abandoned plant, even if we hear some crash, we just investigate a little bit and just wait and then investigate a little bit, just step by step. So let's not jump the chance. Crash came down the hall. It was direction the 7th grade. Okay. Part of the school. Okay, alright. Let's fucking take the chance. Oh my god. Beck already dug the flashlight out of her backpack. All of us followed suit, except Kevin, who grabbed the lantern. We were apprehensive about having to go down the hall. Felt exposed now. Was someone listening on us, watching us? I wanted to leave already, not search for some meth head ready to sate himself on some unarmed kids. But I had to keep walking. I didn't want to go on my own. Kevin stopped in front of the classroom. I think it's Mr. Jefferson's. Mr. Jefferson? Life is Strange reference. I aimed my flashlight to the doorway. A lock had fallen across the entryway to the classroom. Kevin kicked it and filled the hall with the reminiscent sound, a lighter thud, a child of the crash heard earlier. Probably a raccoon or something. Yes, of course, when they say probably raccoon or something, that's gotta be not good. Something? What's something? Kevin put his hand to draw our attention. Wait, is this place actually haunted? Chris immediately signed impatient. This is stupid. No, hear me out. Maybe there's some kind of a haunting going there. Becca laughed from further down the hallway. I laughed that she seemed to be holding in. Yeah, guys, wouldn't it be great? A real haunting the all St. Mary's Middle School. She giant down their hall on a big butt Mr. Ghost. What are you trying to tell us here? I can't decide if there was more darkness or sarcasm in the hallway. Damn, girl. Well, while you guys try to Scooby-Doo your way through the case of the fallen piece of shit locker, I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe someone got the nerve to draw the pentagram or something up there. As her light groom of fame down the hall, he decided to speak up. I'll get her to come back. The boys nodded, and it seemed they intended to check out the classroom, just to make sure no one was around. I walked down the hall towards the stairwells at the end. I saw the faintless light glowing from the 2nd floor. Becca must have run up there to give some distance between us. As I walked up the stairs, I noticed that the 2nd floor seemed to be greater despair. There was a thicker layer of grime, more worthless papers strewn about, and the tiles seemed to be giving up their grip on the floor. I followed the glow. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. As my feet hit the top of the stairwell, I noticed the glow duck into a side room. What was that? Becca's playfulness was proving to be a barrier to all of us having a good time. As I walked down the hall, being alone made me notice the heavy silence of the school. It was like a place that looked and felt exactly the same as my middle school, yet wasn't. The sound of my footsteps were swept into vents of the metal lockers, echoing back to me as a strange din in their former selves. I stood in the entrance of the women's bathroom, the glow coming from inside. As I rounded the tiled corner of the doorway's entry, I saw a familiar wall of stalls. The flashlight was still lit and floated from the bottom of the stall furthest from the entry. Call for backup, check the closest stall, check the middle stall, check the furthest stall. Okay. She might be tricking me right now, so it's gonna be like a jump scare, I think. Call for Becca. Becca? There wasn't any response, either real or imaginary. Just heard the sound of water dripping. The bathroom was dark and humid. Let's just head back to the front office and figure out a plan. Still nothing. Okay. Okay, let's do this like classic horror style, one by one. Closest stall. Understandably, I had a feeling Becca was trying to scare me. I checked the stall nearest to me. The stall was empty. The dripping continued. Middle stall. I was suddenly ready for Becca to try and scare me, prove something. I opened the middle stall. There was nothing there. Just a few bees or wasps or something crawling the parsley. I don't know what is gonna be the furthest one. I don't know, I'm not sure. Stepping in front of the furthest still projecting the shadow of my legs on the wall behind me. There was binding engagement like insects' legs. Call for Becca again. Come on out. I don't want. I don't know what this is trying to prove. No answer. Oh boy. Oh. How's like text game is like pushing me. Boy. I noticed the stall hadn't been latched. I decided just to open up and drag back down. She could give me the silent treatment back home or forever that I care, but I suddenly wasn't having a good time now. As the door swung open, my eyes were flooded with light, making it hard to see until I took a step in. There was something strange happening behind the flashlight. Nothing. As in, Becca wasn't here. My freaking god. Now I'm scared to just click anything. Bathroom had grown eerie, like the ambient humidity had increased further. Fuck. Okay, let's check all the stalls. It was really weird. Becca isn't here either. Okay, let's go back into the hallway. Hallway had an unsettling hum to it now. Maybe it was the blood rushing through my head. Where had Becca gone? Turned my beam back and forth both directions of the hall, but there was nothing to see. I wasn't sure what to do now. It didn't really feel like a prank or on me anymore, or even like Becca was mad. If she was just mad at me, I feel like she'd do something more dramatic, something that drew more attention. Now I was feeling the cold of something going seriously wrong. I didn't want to be alone. I decided to head back to the boys. I went back to the end of the hall. Alright. Went back to the end of the hall, to the top of the stairway, back to the first floor. I didn't turn my flashlight away from the stairs, but I unconsciously turned my head back down to second floor hallway. I was peering into thick darkness, lowered my foot into the first step, when a voice rang from the opposite end of the hall. Tara! It was a woman's voice, said in a neutral tone. The school was so quiet, and its normal speaking voice could probably echo forever. I couldn't tell whose voice was that. I didn't want to know. Tara. Fuck my freaking tits! I couldn't read anything from the voice, but its pitch, I feel like sweaty back my neck. I don't think it was Becca. I ran down the stairs. Who's miss you? What's miss you now? It took no time at all to get back to front office. The boys had already made it back. No one was talking. Did you find the raccoon? I asked. There was a shake in my voice that I had hoped wouldn't escape. Kevin looked at me and he wanted to say something, but he hesitated and instead shook his head. We all stood around in silence. Perhaps someone was thinking of a plan, but I just wanted to leave. Then he finally spoke up. So what do we do now? What do we do now? Chris fumbled in the pocket and pulled out his phone. Alright. Chris fumbled in his pocket and pulled out his phone. The screen came to life and lit his face from below. It was like he was already telling some stupid campfire tale or something. I'll call her phone and tell her to come out. We'll just tell her we're over and I want to go. Everyone nodded. I was glad they agreed, and why it didn't matter. Chris put the phone to his face and waited a few seconds. A buzz, then quiet, then a buzz again. We turned our lights towards it. It was coming from Becca's backpack. She had left it, and apparently her phone inside, here at the front desk. Shit, my freaking titties. Chris hung his phone. After a pause, he let an exasperate sign. Kevin went up to the backpack and began unzapping it. I wanted to tell him to stop, but what did a breach of privacy even matter at this point? He dumped the contents on the floor and threw the bag. I wasn't sure what he was hoping to find, but he spoke up. Yo, what the fuck? We all looked just a step closer to see. Becca had the packet, her bag full. Rope, duct tape, a few knives, 4 large aerosol cans. On a true crime show. This is where a detective would speak up and call this a kill kit. What the freaking dicks? Rope? Long rolls of rope, the serious rope. What she need rope for? This wasn't some cave that we were exploring. The building was not even going to be much different from how it was when we went here. Unless she didn't decide it for the location. Maybe she needed it for us. I shudder. No, that can't be right. Duct tape! 2 rolls of duct tape, freshly removed from their packages. We know this place wasn't going to be in any kind of despair. Even if it was, what could we even use it for? Unless she needed to keep us quiet, to cover our eyes so we don't know what she was going to do to the others. Stop. I need to get a hold of myself. Duct tape is not that scary though. A few knives. Knives she had brought weren't the kind you'd see for camping or anything like that. There was almost machetes. Big scary knives with threatening silhouettes. Silhouettes. 3 of them. Was it supposed to be one for each other of us? One is missing? No, that can't be right. And 4 light charizol cans. The cans were all the same was spray. The warnings of the can were huge, plastered all over. This seemed like the worst kind of poison you could buy at store, something you wouldn't want anywhere near you. I bet you could do serious harm to a person with a can of this. And she had 4 of them. Why 4 of them? Why did we do to her? No, I need to stay calm. A kill kit, a collection of tools that murder would carry around so they're really to kill when the passion is there. All the serial killers did it, kept it in the trunk of their car anywhere in reach. Why would she have this? Kevin asked. He was trying his hardest to keep from yelling. I don't know. There has to be some kind of explanation. Becca was probably afraid of squatters here or something. I'm not sure if I believed myself. We have to find her, Kevin said. We have to get some kind of answer on this from her. Don't you freaking care that she's missing? My heart sank. It was the last thing I wanted to do, but maybe he was right. I'll go, she's my friend. I regret it in the moment I said it. I immediately moved my praying that someone would try to talk me out of it, and instead I could just be the person on watch, or the person who was going to leave first, or anything but I would just sign myself up to. Instead they nervously agreed. Okay, but you need someone else with you. The others will wait by the exit. I'll go with, don't know, Kevin? Chris? Who was the guy like me? Danny is... I don't like Danny. And wait, maybe I like Danny. Freaking dicks and pickles. I don't know, why she said that I don't need to talk to Danny? Cause Danny knows some shit. I'll go with Danny. Kevin and Chris seemed to be a good pair to take care of anything that might prevent us from leaving, which was the most important thing now. I don't really know much about Danny other than him staring at me since he got in here. Yeah, he wanted to say something, but that didn't matter now. If he was someone Becca Trust had a relationship with, whatever it was they did, then having them there to talk her down might help. Festering teaming. What the frick is festering teaming? I don't know that. 12:30 AM. Should I end here? I'm just in a rush, sorry. So thank you so much for watching, smash that like button, leave a like, comment down below what you think about this game, and what's gonna happen now, and who's Danny, and who's Becca, and what the fuck is going on here. Subscribe if you're new, the notification bell to know when my videos go live, I upload every single day. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.